learned this year?
Shawty, you want to go first?
Why not? The biggest lesson that I learned this year is you have to do your research, which I already knew. Stick to your guns, have patience, and have a strong conviction when you truly believe in something. You can't be swayed by other people's opinions, other people's views, the winds of emotions. Ultimately, nobody's responsible for your wealth except for you, and nobody is responsible for your decision making except for you.
Yes.
Not even us. Like not even me. I was financial advisor for 12 years. I tell people all the time, I'm gonna give you advice. I'm gonna tell you this is my ideas, but ultimately it's your money. So if you want to say like, all right, this is a good proposal, I like this, I want to do this, great. If you want to say I'm not ready to do this or I want to do something, all I can do is actually, just give the best advice that I can give. And it's up to you to process the information and do what you want with it. So, that's something that is extremely important, I think. And I think too many people are basing their decisions based off of what other people are telling them without even actually knowing why they're even basing that decision. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to follow somebody if you believe in that person, but at least have some information so you can make an intelligent decision yourself. So I feel like in this day and age, there's a lot of people that are just listening without actually having the proper information. And that's one of the reasons why we set Market Mondays up the way it is, where, it's really an educational forum every week for 2 hours of
For
just
free.
For free, yeah, for information. And that information is something that is priceless, as far as you really can't even put a price tag on it, because it's like, how much is information worth? Well, it really just depends. You could
And if I made you money, please put yes in chat. Mike, please clip this up.
There you have it.
Go ahead,
Cutaway. So that's something that I think is extremely important, and something that I definitely learned and have to, even myself, time to time, I have to really just take that advice. The advice that you give, you have to be able to take.
Yeah. I'll make it quick. And I said this at the Apollo a couple of weeks ago. The market will pay those who are patient. And exactly what Shadi was saying. I know my plan. I'm sticking to it. There's going to be waves and flows, right? There's going to be volatility. There's going to be people taking profit. Block out all the noise and stick to your script. The market will pay those who are patient. If you was in attendance, it was for the first time I said, I'm going to show y'all what patience.
On the Jumbotron.
On the jumbo screen, what patience can do. One of the other biggest lessons was being relentless about knowledge, right? And Shadi said this too, and it was really touching because it was pause, because it's true, right? Like, this is I'm a guy who didn't grow up in finance, right? Like, I never had financial conversations with my parents, my brothers, like my blood brothers. We never had financial conversations until like I got around my peers, and it was like, all right, well, they're talking about things I need to know. And they were like, well, why do you need to know so much? I said, I never want to feel left out of a conversation. I never wanted to feel like left out of a conversation. So my thing was to study as many things as I could, so that if I was in a room, I would feel comfortable in that room. And that's worked for me. And I've been relentless about that, to the point now they're like, yo, I always like laugh in my head, like, you're a financial expert. I'm like, yo, Shai's he's a financial expert. I'm a guy that just studies relentlessly because I'm going to be in the room and I'm going to be at the table. And so I'm just passionate about that. So those are two of the biggest lessons. Market will pay those who are patient, and be relentless about seeking knowledge.
I want everybody else in chat to please put what your biggest lesson was for 2021. My biggest lesson is two. One is really disheartening. Most people don't want to be rich or free. Most just like to say it. And I know you guys see us at these events, right? And you think it's easy and we just out partying, popping bottles, right? That's a lot of work, man. Even like I'm prepping, even Apollo, like I was prepping up until the moment I literally walked out on stage. Like, we had to go talk to Styles about the walkout because some things got miscommunicated, right? Work up until. But for those of you who are dedicated to a goal, the world is open for you, because the 89% of the people that you're going against are very lazy. Number two, I didn't think investing would be this easy, but with quantitative easing, they made this easier than ever. If you invest in a top 10 company, and you're down this year, you literally had to buy at the very peak of the market. You could have bought any time now up until November and you'll be in profit. It's easier than ever with quantitative easing. Now they're going to taper it and slow it down. So next year, we're really going to see who's good. But if you are in love with this market and you look at it every day, this has probably been one of the easiest years ever for you. But unfortunately, most people truly don't want to be rich, and that's displayed in their action.
It is displayed in their action. Yes. Bomb. Don DeMarco. Shout out to Nori. While we at it, shout out to Noriega. I was in the club yesterday, and as I was leaving the club, who do I see? Live? No. We went to 20. Was it? Oh,
I wasn't going, man. I tapped out, man.
It was this other club. I never heard of it.
Shotty battling for the award.
Like 23
Stay
or
Awake award.
Yeah, it was Fabulous part. Like 22, 33. So I was leaving, and I saw Jadakiss, and I saw Nori, and Nori. He was like, "Earn your leisure. I'm tapped in. I know y'all. I listen to y'all all the time." Yeah. So that was extremely, extremely dope. He didn't have to do that, and it was really, really like he went out of his way to like make a public service announcement that he's tapped in with EYL. So shout out to Noriega.
EFN always show a lot of love too.
Oh, that's my guy. That's the brother.
That's our guy. We did a show and all that. That's our guy.